Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. So here's the scoop. I was on my way through my old neighborhood. I had called the day before. I called to my spot, Tover's. You guys that watch the show know all about Tover's, the best shop in the land for catching bing bangs. There it is right there, the best shop in the land, Tover's. And down there on the square in Manchester, Tennessee, I called them a day ahead of time, said, hey, I'm looking for XYZ, and they said, yeah, we got one. I said, I'm gonna be coming through town tomorrow, hold it for me. So they said, all right. And then today, I pulled up, and that's probably gonna be tomorrow's video, what I picked up, something that I've never had before. And make sure you don't miss that video, because it's gonna be a good one. But then guess what? My buddy John said, hey man, I found something else that you might want. And I said, oh man, here you go again, get me into trouble, what you got? You know, I can't turn down a good deal, or I can't turn down something cool, or something else we haven't filmed on the show before. And this thing fits a bunch of those boxes. I said, man, throw it on a bill. So I'm gonna show you what I got. But first off, I'm gonna show you two others that I have that are in the same cartridge loading. Normally, I'll just keep one of each cartridge, you know. You only need one. What do you need two for? Well, these are all, at least the other two I already have are kind of collector's items that are worth more to me than they would be getting rid of probably. And let's just start off with this one right here. This one I have taken two animals with. This is, I gotta cover this up. This is a Thompson Center Compass 2. I put this rail on it aftermarket. I can give you the dope card here without showing you that. There's too much light. Oh man, it's blinding us all. Let me turn the light off. What's the dope card say? It's still too bright. My goodness. Come on, man. Come on. Focus or something. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, this is a Thompson Center Compass 2. They only made 500 in this particular cartridge loading. I don't need the colors going around. What are we doing here? Here we go. They only made 500 of these. It is a threaded barrel. So this is kind of a limited run thing. I'll probably never get rid of it. It's not worth a ton. But I took a hog with this. You guys have been watching the show for 3 years or so. Probably seen the hog hunt video. And I also took a big cyca deer. Let me run in those two clips real quick that I took with this thing. Yeah, piggy down. So, it's a big one. Got some kick to it. It's pretty loud. And then comes this one, which I got this one the same deal. My buddy John down there told her, said, man, I got something in I think you're gonna want. This, they only made 600 of these. This is a Ruger American Alaskan. They only made 600 of these. You're not gonna believe it. You guys that watch the show know what this is chambered in. 24-inch stainless barrel, just like the Thompson Center. This one is threaded as well. I have not hunted with this one, but I have done some ammo testing, so if you wanna go back, check out some ammo testing of this. I do have this one scoped up with how many power zoomies? 18 zoomies, which is fantastic for this cartridge loading. And this is a mega big boom. That Thompson Center, one of 500. This is one of 600. You'll never see another one. You know, most of them's probably gone by now. Which leads me to what we got here today. Again, I picked this up used from Tover's. That's the best spot in the land, but here's something. This one's lighter weight. This is the lightest weight out of the bunch. I think this is 6 pounds, 6.5 pounds. And check it out. I think they call this their hunter stock. Fluted bolt, adjustable trigger down to 2 pounds. I'm going to test that in some future videos. The receiver is drilled and tapped for a rail if I want to put one on there, but here's the kicker that I didn't have in any of those other two. And this may be what kind of put me over the edge of picking it up. Iron sights, adjustable rear sight, and fiber optic front sight, and threaded barrel. So, man, I wonder if I put a shusher on there, can I still see the iron sights? Well, let's find out. I just happen to have one of my banished cans sitting right here with a, oh, that's not a 5/8 by 24 thread? Well, it's got some funky thread pitch. That's large. But you can see how heavy the barrel is. We got a whole bunch of meat there. I'm gonna have to figure out that thread pitch. I assumed it'd be 5/8 by 24, but apparently not, because that can wouldn't go on there. But I'm gonna have to figure that out too. And if you haven't figured it out by now, it is a big heavy boomer. A lot of guys up north like them. This one's literally called the Ruger American Alaskan model. So, what is it chambered in? All three of these. Now in my collection, probably never get rid of any of them. Unless this one just turns out to be an absolute lemon. Chambered in this right here. That bad boy. How many grains is this? Probably 225. Yeah, 225 grain. Hadn't guessed it by now. 338 Win Mag. These Remington core locks are 225 grain. Whew. You want to talk about some mega knockdown power? I know I've already put together a bunch of charts, so hold on real quick. We want to talk about how much energy this thing has. Let me pull up a chart here real quick. So here we go. Here's some 338 Win Mag versus 300 Win Mag charts here. I got drop in inches compared to 300 Win Mag. I already have this put together. So 338 Win Mag, it's not meant to be long range rig flat. Can you use it for extended distances? Well, yeah, sure, you know. It still has plenty of energy to take a deer at 500-600 yards. But it's not as flat as 300 Win Mag. But look at the energy. 300 Win Mag is flatter. 338 Win Mag has uber mega power of energy. Basically almost 4,000 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. 4,000 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. So recently when I was up in Alaska, our transport guy, he said his favorite Alaskan rig is 338 Win Mag because he doesn't like tracking stuff. Well, 4,000 foot-pounds of energy will do that. Know what I mean? Even at 300 yards, we're talking about 2,500 foot-pounds of energy at 300 yards. 500 yards, it's still, you know, 1,500, 2,000 foot-pounds of energy. So I got another 338 Win Mag. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you want me to do with this thing? What I kind of want to do personally is just leave this iron sights and do some 100-yard testing. You know, 100 yards, what kind of groups can we do with 338 Win Mag with the iron sights? And then maybe come deer season, we catch us a deer or two with 338 Win Mag. I've yet to take I could say game animal. I've taken a hog and an exotic with 338 Win Mag, but I haven't taken a mule deer or a whitetail. So let me know what you want to see me do. And I hadn't even said the model after all this yapping. This is probably one of the cheapest 338 Win Mags you can get, if not the cheapest. It's a Mossberg Patriot, which that brings up a whole nother topic of discussion. I have a Mossberg Patriot in 7PRC, and it's lights out. Lights out. Mossberg Patriot has a bad name. When things are cheap, people think, oh, it's garbage. Well, same as this, but in 7PRC, it's money. Let me show you the groups real quick that I get out of that. Good squeeze there. So there you go. But I also had a 308 Mossberg Patriot. I did a whole series on it, and it was absolute junk by a large majority. Meaning I tested like 10 different types of ammo in the 308 Mossberg Patriot, and I only got 1 or 2 to be under an inch, and everything else was 2 and 3 inch groups. So Mossberg Patriots, in my personal experience, I've only bought 2, 7 PRC and 308. The 308 was no good. The 7 PRC was awesome. Let's hope the 338 Win Mag leans more towards the awesome side. But let me know what you want to see. The bummer is that this did not come with a rail. If it did, I probably would go ahead and scope it. But the first time you see me at the range with this, it's probably just going to be me with a big piece of steel at 100 yards, maybe 200. Maybe we'll just go on and do 200. What's the drop at 200? It's only like 3 inches, 4 inches, 3.5. So hold 4 inches high and see where we're at 200. But excited to have this one. You never know what you're going to find at Tover's. Now I got 3 338 Win Mags. And that ammo's not cheap either, so we want to be real careful about what we do with it. Pretty nice, spongy, cushiony pad there. When we put the suppressor on there, it should help get some of that out. But to shush it, I've got to figure out what direct thread pitch that is. But hey, appreciate you watching. Comment down below what you want to see me do with the 338 Win Mag. It definitely should be one that we take a deer with. And 357 mag. We've got that coming up soon here. Deer season can't come quick enough. If you know a good place to go catching deer, whitetail or deer, let me know. I'm trying to book some hunts for this fall. But hey, appreciate you watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. WHOTEEWHO!